Christy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 4 of my 2026 Valentine Card Series. Today I'm going to be making a card using Lawn Fawn's Berry Special Milk and Cookies and the Scent with Love add-on. I've stamped my images in Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink and I'll be coloring with my Copic markers. So I am starting with my mouse and I'm using W00, E70, E71, and E74. This card is for our current Lawn Fanatics Challenge, which is inspired by a book, movie, or song. So my inspiration is the children's picture book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I always loved that book when my boys were small. And then also the Valentine version of that book in the same series, which is called Happy Valentine's Day Mouse. Just features the same cute little mouse. So I'm coloring to match that and starting with the E74, blending out with the E71, and then finishing with the E70 on the body. I did add the W00 in on the face and even left a bit of white space on the muzzle. And then I'm going to bring in some pink shades. I'm using R11, R20, and R22 to give my mouse a rosy cheek, color in his nose and his inner ear, and then also the little trio of hearts, which is from the Scent with Love add-on, so that I can make it more of a Valentine card. So once I have all of that blended in, I'm going to move on to his overalls. And I'm going to go with a slightly more purple tone than he has on in the book. That's just to match some pattern paper that I'm going to be using. But I did go with like blue violet, so you still get that kind of jean overall vibe. So I used BV01, BV02, and BV04 for that. Starting with the BV04, blending out with the BV02, and then using the BV01 for the highlight. I did forget to color in his feet, so I brought back the R20 for that. And then I'm going to color the milk in my glass with E40 and E41. I want it to have kind of like a creamy tone, so I'm just using a touch of that E41. I'm adding a slightly heavier shadow on the right hand side than on the left, just because the milk glass is going on the right hand side of the card. And then I will bring in my colorless blender to transition from the E40 into the plain white cardstock in the center of the glass. And then for the outer part of the glass, I'm going to use G00. It's a super, super pale minty green, so I thought that would just be nice and different. Then I'm going to move on to the cookies, and I'm going to use E51, E53, and E55. So I stamped the two rounded ones so that it looks like you're getting a view of those from the side, and then the one that has the bite out of it, you're getting a view from the top because he's holding it, from the bottom with the top facing the viewer. So I started with the E55, blended on the E53, finished with the E51, and then for the plate, I'm going to use some kind of like mauve shades. I'm using R81, R83, and R85. And again, I'm doing this to match some pattern paper that I'll be using a little bit later on. So I started with the R85, blended out with the R83, finished with the R81, and then I'll trim these images out with their matching dies. Next, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm just doing that on the leftover white cardstock from the coloring, and I'm going to use the Sweet Wishes sentiment from the Milk and Cookies. I wanted this card to be a little less obviously Valentine's Day, so it could definitely work for the Valentine's Day holiday, but it could also be given for another occasion. I'll pop my card base in my MISTI. I'm using Lawn Fawn Lilac cardstock and stamping on that with Dusty Concord Distress Oxide ink. And I'm going to use the little mouse again and the sentiment I Pick You. Those are both from the Berry Special stamp set. And then I'm going to add to his hand one of the other cookies, the last remaining cookie in the Milk and Cookies stamp set. Just make sure that that is on his hand but not covering his nose. And I will stamp that down. And then instead of stamping the extra little chocolate chips in that, like I did with the other cookies that I used, this time I'm going to do the little smiley face just to make it seem more like they go together with that sentiment. And then there's room up above in the center of the card where I could stamp Happy Valentine's Day or Happy Anniversary or Happy Birthday or whatever you want to use this card for. So I'm moving on now to my pattern paper. I'm going to use a pattern from the Spiffy Speckles 6x6 pad. Just flipping through all of my scraps here, but I didn't have a piece large enough. And then I am going to tear out this yellow speckle. I went back and forth quite a bit on this one on whether I should use the yellow speckle or the pink. It's actually pink on white or yellow on white. And I decided I should go with the pink to fit the Valentine theme. I'm going to move on to my Rainbow Ever After pattern paper and choose a couple more scraps to tie in with the color palette that I used on my Copic coloring. And then I also need another piece, which I'm going to pull from the Candy Cane Lane 6x6 pad. And this one has those sweet little bows on it, which I thought also kind of lent itself to like Valentine's Day or just a sweet occasion. But once I got those 4 patterns together, I just really wasn't sure about that pink speckle. So I pulled the yellow speckle out again and kind of compared them together. But I just decided that I liked the yellow speckle better with those other shades. I just felt like it provided a bit more contrast and kind of pulled in those yellow shades from the striped pattern paper. So I took 3 of those prints, the bow, the stripe, and the dotted, and trimmed those down with the largest of the large stitch rectangle stackables. Now, because I was die cutting through 3 layers of pattern paper, that last layer, the bow print, didn't quite cut out as well as I wanted it to. So I just grabbed my Cutter Bee Teflon coated scissors and trimmed that off where I needed to, so that it kind of lined up with where the die had made an imprint. And then the yellow speckle I trimmed down with the Lawn Fawn doily hearts. So that will also pull in to the Valentine's Day theme. I'm ready to start assembling. I'm going to take the bow print and I'm going to adhere that to my card front. So that's going to cover the entire front of the card. So I'll line up those corners and just make sure it's on there nice and straight, smooth that into place. Next, I'm going to take the striped print and I'm going to glue that going down the card vertically just to add a nice little, pop of pastel colors. And like I said, that is all going to really tie in the Copic coloring. So again, I'm just making sure that's on there straight before that glue dries. And then I will take that soft blue-violet polka dot and run that down the center of the stripe. So I've got all of those layered onto the card. I'm going to take the doily heart piece and I've added foam tape all over the back of that, even behind the little hearts, so it's well supported if I end up sending this card through the mail. I line that up so one of the hearts is perfectly straight on, like the top and the bottom one actually. And then I brought in my images and my sentiment, which I trimmed down with the smallest of the everyday sentiment banners. I want to use that sentiment to ground the images on the doily. So I'm adding some liquid glue to the back of that, but only in the center so that I still have room to tuck the edges of some of the images under the edge of that banner. So I'm actually going to lay out my scene before I start adhering anything down because there's not a lot of wiggle room here. So I just want to make sure that I have everything placed how I want it. And also a lot of these images are going to be layered on top of others. And so I just want to make sure I have everything how I want it before I start gluing things down, as this glue does dry really quickly, and once it is, I won't be able to shift it. So I'm just taking those main images, everything basically except for that little trio of hearts. I knew exactly where that was going, that it wouldn't be overlapping anything, so I didn't bother with that one. But everything else I laid out first, and then once I'm happy with the layout, I'll start picking those up and gluing them down kind of from the furthest back image first. So that is the milk glass. That is like the furthest back dimensionally in the scene. So I added that, and then I'm going to add the little straw over top. And the bottom part kind of makes it look like it's not inside. Well, also the part that's kind of over the center of the milk, but you can't really help that since it is a separate die cut. But I'm going to cover up the bottom of edge of that straw with the plate so that you don't see it as much, so it looks a little bit more seamless together. Then I added the plate and put the two rounded cookies on the plate, just kind of stacked them so it looked like one was further behind than the other. And then I'm going to take my little mouse and I'll glue him over on the left hand side above the sweet sentiment, and I'm just tucking the very edge of his toes underneath that sentiment strip, once again just to ground him. And then I'll add the cookie with the bite in it right to his hand. I think that looks really cute. And then I'm going to take that little trio of hearts and add that up on the left hand side, kind of balancing out the top of the straw. I did want to add just a little bit of glitter to this card, so I'm going to grab my Stardust Stickles and just place it on that little trio of hearts. So we have just something, you know, there. I didn't think the cookies should really be sparkly, so I just did it to the hearts, and I thought that added a nice little pop of something, you know, that kind of catches the light when you tip it. And that is going to finish off this card. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. I love to hear from you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell if you want to be alerted when I post new videos. The products I use will all be listed and linked in the description bar below in case you'd like to pick up anything for yourself. And if you'd like to keep watching, here is day 4 of the previous 2 years of Valentine Card Series. I have so many Valentine Card Series playlists, so definitely check those out if you're looking for more inspiration. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next. Bye-bye.